The blood just drained right out of me. I don't know how my knees kept me up. I couldn't even feel my knees. It was like as if my knees weren't even there. And I know this sounds crazy, but...
Go on, love.
Well, I felt like I could see God.
Please continue.
I know, it sounds crazy, but I could see him. It was as if he was smiling at me. My hand was shaking. The ticket quivering like an autumnal leaf.
Autumnal leaf.
But then the numbers just went off the screen. I must have been stood there for too long. I didn't jot them down or anything. And then I thought maybe I'd imagined it or something. I didn't know what to do. Mark was out with his mates at the pub.
After the footy.
I tried to go on the internet, but his laptop wouldn't load up.
A bit of a problem with the adapter.
I rang my best friend Abby, but there was no answer there either.
Also in the pub. Different one though.
Mark, are you telling the story or am I?
I'm sorry, love, I'm just trying to add some context.
Well, stop adding some context. It's putting me right off.
I wouldn't have to if you did it yourself.
What? What was that? What has Abby's night out at the Frog and Clan got anything to do with me winning the lottery?
You winning the lottery?
All right, I think maybe
that information is just superfluous.
Autumnal leaf.
Everybody, what are the rules? No interrupting. Julie, please continue.
Well, after that, I decided to call my mother. I mean, she's very old and hard of hearing, and it would have been a miracle for me to get the numbers out of her. She doesn't even know how to use a computer for a start.
She hasn't got a computer.
And she wouldn't have been watching the live draw either.
She doesn't have a telly either. Well, not superfluous, love. Necessary for the... Go on.
Anyway, there was no answer at my mother's either.
Definitely not in the pub.
And that is so unlike my mum. So I started to worry that something terrible had happened. And the worry over my mother and the excitement of winning the lottery were kind of vying for prominence within. Battling one another like medieval jousting knights.
Oh, piss off. I'm sorry. Medieval jousting knights. Does that not get on your tits?
Excuse me, Neil. I do not care for your use of language, and I am not going to apologise for my use of similes, metaphors, personification, onomatopoeia, alliteration, or any other literary tool that novelists use on a daily basis. Mark, you haven't answered his question.
What question?
He asked you if the way I speak annoys you.
Did he?
Yes!
Are you sure?
Mark!
Of course not, love. You want to try reading one of her books?
Do I look like a sexually repressed housewife to you?
I told you should have dipped you the nose into thrillers, didn't I, love?
I'm not writing thrillers, Mark.
Julie, we are veering off a little here. You were saying about your mum and...
Oh, yes, well, my mother was fine, in case you were wondering. She was in the bath listening to Ray Charles just a little bit too loud. But the ticket, I still had no confirmation that I had actually won the lottery.
We had won the lottery.
Oh, and that was the most excruciating thing.
More excruciating than sitting here listening to this.
I'm babbling. I'll try and keep it short. Well, after there was no answer from my mother, I hung up. My whole body felt numb. I yearned to move. But the concoction of fear, elation, apprehension had encased me in some refrigerated tomb, held in a deep stasis, where time and reality were but an unproven notion, a wisp of the imagination, my thoughts writhing like a Hessian sack of enraged adders.
This is the short version. This is the short version.
Julie, if if you could, it's just, I'd like to get through everyone.
Oh, of course. Sorry, where was I?
Hessian sack of enraged.
Well, I decided I'd go round to my next door but one. Sandra, lovely woman. I mean, little did I know, I was carrying a piece of paper worth £3.25 million. And it was very windy that day too, wasn't it, Mark?
I can't remember.
Well, it was. Sandra had a smile on her face because she just won a tenner. Imagine the surprise!
And how did you find out that you'd won, that your numbers had been drawn?
Oh, she read them out to me. She'd written them down on the back of a newspaper as the draw happened. I screamed. I really screamed, didn't I, Mark?
I wasn't there, but I do remember you saying.
We both did, Sandra and I. And I thought maybe she'd written the numbers down wrong or something. But then she told me to ring them up. You know, the number on the back. So I did. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. £3.25 million.
And what went through your mind upon hearing that amount?
Oh,
You were shocked, weren't you, love?
shocked. Just shocked.
Total shock. I was shocked. We both were.
What was that, Mark? I didn't catch that last bit. Shocked? You were shocked, was it?
What's your problem, mate?
What's my problem? We should probably leave those kind of questions to Miss Psychiatrist here, eh?
Neil.
You've got some problems, you, mate. You've got some problems. Problems.
Oh, no, Mark, come on, settle down. Neil.
Well, I'm sorry, but if I haven't made myself absolutely clear by way of sarcastic commentary, I might as well be blunt and say I don't get what any of this has to do with making us feel better. That's your job, isn't it? To make us feel better? Well, after listening to Jilly Cooper rattle off her tale of winning the lottery for the umpteenth time, I for one not only feel worse, it's making me want to kill myself.
You're asking for it, you sarky git.
Asking for what? To be bored to death by your wife?
I'll tell you what.
Oh, Mark, come on, please. Settle down. Neil. This exercise is part of your healing process. It's important to discuss our own experiences and bring them to surface, well, so that we can... Oh, hello. Is this the... Caroline, isn't it? Hi, I'm Dr. Price, who spoke on the phone. Take a seat.
I'm sorry I'm late. My daughter chipped a tooth and then all hell broke loose.
Oh dear, I hope she's okay.
I'm fine.
Oh, how old is she?
4.
Oh, they're adorable at that age, aren't they, Mark? I'm Julie. Nice to meet you.
Caroline, hi.
Actually, that's a good idea. For Caroline's benefit and to welcome her to the group, how about we go around the room again and introduce yourselves and your story?
Do we have to?
Really?
Show Caroline this is a place devoid of judgment where we can be open and honest. Christopher, if you'd like to start us off, please.
All right, I'm Chris.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Chris.
But people call me Hodders because my surname's Hodgkinson, so Hodders. 6 years ago, I won £6 million on the lottery. You know, that's weird, isn't it?
No.
No, but £6 million in 6 years.
Yes, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, all right, calm down, mate, calm down. Take some more of your chill pills.
I think about the whole tub at this.
Anyway, that was then, and now I'm skinting on the dole and it's shit end on.
Would you care to elaborate, Christopher? How did you buy your ticket?
In a shop.
Okay. Did you play the lottery often? Did you pick the same numbers each week? Where did you keep your ticket safe when you knew you'd won?
I played every now and then, but this one was just going down the local office near mine, buying some fags and a couple of beers, and I just threw a couple of quid on. Couldn't be fucked picking numbers, so I'd done a lucky dip. What was the other thing?
Where did you keep your ticket safe?
Oh, I folded it gently and tucked it inside my Air Max. Inside my left shoe. Proper sweaty when I handed it over.
And how did you lose your money, Christopher?
Well, I spent it all on drugs, booze, birds, cars, parties. I I bought a couple of houses like, might have to sell them to pay for the other shit. Can I sit down now, or is there anything else?
Hi everyone, I'm slowly losing my mind. But people call me Neil. 3 years ago I won £892,000 on the lottery. So it just came straight out of my account, so I didn't think about it, and the numbers were all so lucky dips, because I knew if I played the same numbers, I'd have to play the bloody thing for the rest of my life. Happened to my granddad, bless him, but he only had 2 years left in him, so lucky, in a way. I was very charitable with my winnings, so I gave all of it to casinos. Now I work in the sales office of a car tyre manufacturer, and oh my word, it's just everything I've ever dreamed of and more. And to top it all off, I get to spend one night a week with you. Fine people.
Nobody's forcing it.
Peter?
Oi! My word, boyo! Don't do that! You know I've got a dicky heart.
Dicky.
Peter?
Oh, crikey, did I fall asleep again? I'm terribly sorry. My age, you know.
You can't blame everything on your age, mate.
You bloody well can. I'm sorry, what were we doing? Is it me?
Yeah, we've got a new member, so we were just going around the group and retelling our stories.
All right. In 1924, a seamstress met a tall, dark sailor
Your
from the
story
magic...
about winning the lottery, Peter.
Oh, yes, of course, that makes more sense. Good evening, all. My name is Peter.
Hi, Peter.
2 years ago, I won £10.9 million on the lottery. I didn't play it very often, only when I felt it was right to do so. You could say I'd wait for a sign. For example, on the day I won the lottery, I was taking my usual morning stroll, and a magpie landed on a garden wall next to me. Just an ordinary magpie. The magpie then turned to me and said, "Play the lottery!" I'm terribly sorry, that was a joke. Pretty bad one too. I have a friend who has dementia. But I wasn't joking about the signs. I see them from time to time, numbers primarily. One day, after a hot bath, the condensation was dripping down the bathroom mirror and created what looked like a number, so I wrote it down. Another time I stepped out into the road and a bus slammed on its brakes, stopping inches from me, its route number in bright lights above. So I jotted that down. And I was walking in the park one day, stopped to tie my shoelaces, and when I looked up, a pair of trees were perfectly aligned to look like the number 77.
And so you put that number down too?
Are you thick, boy? All lottery numbers don't go up to 77. I had to ditch it, didn't I? That was one of the numbers that didn't make the cut. It happened from time to time. Only when I had all 6 numbers for a line would I buy a ticket. Them's the rules. That's how I won the lottery.
Where did you keep your tickets safe, Peter?
In a very safe place indeed. Not too high, not too low. In a dark place where fingers don't go.
Where's that then? Your nose.
Yeah, that's where a lot of my tickets ended up. Well, it's cleaner than a piss-stained tenner.
How did you lose your money, Peter?
Oh, you can tell us, Peter. We won't judge you. It'll be good to get it off your chest, you know, won't it, Mark?
Oh, it will, love.
It's true, mate. I felt dead good after telling everyone about all the nasty shit I'd got up to.
That's bragging, not venting.
Did you buy anything extravagant with the money, Peter?
I bet it was a sex change, wasn't it? Did you used to have a fanny?
You were post-op transsexual, Peter.
It's entirely up to Peter whether he chooses to disclose any personal information. And that goes for all of you. If Peter isn't ready to share how he lost his money, it's perfectly acceptable. But if I could remind you all, the purpose of these sessions is to guide your healing process. And the only way of doing that is to allow yourself to be open. Being open will dispel and get rid of the feelings of despair and hopelessness you've all been naturally experiencing. Being open will also give hidden desires and pleasures that will grant you true happiness in life. Peter, holding back will only magnify your torment.
Typical woman.
Mark. Julie.
Hello everyone, my name is Julie and this is my husband Mark.
Hi Julie, Mark.
Julie Moore.
We won just over £3 million round about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, wasn't it, Mark?
Nearly 6, love.
Yes, nearly 6 years ago.
Oh, wait a minute. That's almost £500,000 a year. Bell end.
We played the same numbers every week. We thought the money would be the answer to all our prayers, but it didn't turn out exactly as we had envisaged, did it, Mark?
Our son Thomas is a bit unpredictable.
He got in with the wrong crowd at school.
We kicked him out when he was 18.
We still loved him. So we gave him some of our winnings.
But
He's
that
our
meant
son.
almost instantly on what we didn't know, and, well, we didn't want to know. Then he started asking for more and more, here and there.
£100 or so.
Julie was soft.
He's our son.
Then he asked for 50 grand.
That's not a lot of money, really.
Then he asked for 100 grand.
Again, small change, really.
Then he asked for
consider
$1 million.
Just how much that was a bit much.
Turns out he'd gotten into some trouble.
Over the money.
He'd been buying drugs off the local gangster.
H, it was called.
Heroin.
No, Mark, it was definitely called H.
H is heroin, love.
There's no need for that condescending tone.
Sorry, love.
Anyway, it turned out our son was buying heroin from a local gangster. Racked up quite a bill, didn't he?
It showed this gangster the newspaper article of our win and told him he was getting £1 million of it. The gangster took his word for it and gave him £1 million worth of H.
Heroin.
Heroin. Well, Tommy sold most of it and lived like a king for a short while.
Oh, what did the gangster do?
Well, he wanted Tommy's head on a platter, didn't he?
By the time Thomas had come begging at our door, the price had risen to £3 million.
What about the police?
Oh,
Useless. I mean, they went round to this fella's house, but, you know, they found nothing. Because what sort of gangster, self-respecting gangster, does his business from his home address? Tommy could have fled, but he'd have found him. This fella had more connections than Connect 4.
So only 4 connections.
So, you used your money to save your son's life.
Mark and Julie are a shining example of how money can be used for good, to help others. A life is worth so much more than £3 million.
God, hey Jules, what have we done?
I told you to let the bastard hang!
£3 million!
Yeah, that drunken can't live! I guess he's just ruined our lives! Oh Lord, I am so sorry for my crass use of language and sudden outburst. We understand your choices and are thankful for the test you gave us, but please, lend us your strength in this time of need.
Let's see if we'll lend us some cash while you're asking.
Shining examples, all right.
Ah, shut up, you! At least you got to spend your cash, you had your fun, blowing it on casinos and whatnot. We never saw a penny of ours. By the time we paid the mortgage off, that was all we had left.
Please, have you not been listening to a word I've been saying during these sessions? Money does not buy you happiness.
Bollocks! I was well happy being minted. Birds were flocking round me 24/7, I had everything.
But the women loved your money, not you.
Who gives a fuck? I got to smash them, didn't I?
Smashed him?
Have sex.
Oh.
So what you're essentially saying is that these women were, in a way, prostitutes.
No. I'm saying they were prostitutes.
Shame on you, those poor girls.
We're not here to judge.
Poor,
Julie, remember.
poor girls? These were top quality escorts, darling. Some of these birds have more money than footballers.
Premier League?
League One. Still.
League? Who are we talking about now?
Hookers.
Oh, rugby.
No.
Football.
Escorts. Cars.
Everybody, can we please stay on track? Mark, Julie, you're obviously still feeling incredible pain from losing touch with your son.
We didn't lose touch with him. We disowned the bastard.
We didn't bring our son up like that to take drugs and make deals with criminals. Oh, look at what it cost us.
So do you know where he is now?
Couldn't get to it. Just could be dead for all we know.
Mark.
Well, he could be, love. Heroin isn't exactly medicine, you know.
Well, it depends on the illness.
Caroline, as you can see, winning the lottery has affected these people in many different ways. Would you like to share your story with us?
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline.
Hi, Caroline.
Last year I won 1.2 million on the lottery. We played every week, my husband and I, always the same numbers. 40...
No! Oh, we don't allow lottery numbers here, dear.
Some people may feel compelled or obliged to buy a ticket in case their numbers came up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
What you did now?
So, those of you that use the same numbers every time, do you still play?
We don't play anymore.
None of us do.
I ask this of all our members as part of a 12-step programme. It can be tough, but the group have not only stopped playing the lottery altogether, they've stopped checking the results.
I'm clean now, 6 weeks.
2 months.
4 months.
10 weeks.
Wow. Do you still play, Caroline?
Sometimes.
Please, continue with your story.
Well, I was at home looking after my daughter Ellie when we won. My husband was at the pub, so it's a typical Saturday night really, and we won, and I was hysterical. I don't know what I did with my ticket. I think I shoved it in my bra. Anyway, a couple of weeks later I was volunteering at Ellie's nursery, and I was out all day. When I got back, I noticed that a few things had gone, just small things like my husband's laptop and stuff, and I thought, we've been burgled. But then I realised it was just his stuff that had gone. So I went online to check our bank account, and he'd taken the lot.
The bastard. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
What an arsehole.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Fucking gobshite.
Don't have to go too far, do it?
No, Chris is right. He is a
No, Caroline, we don't want to be using words like that here, dear.
And do you know what I'll do if I ever find where he is? I'll watch and wait. That's what I'll do. I want to see him smile. I want to see him laugh. I want to see him enjoying our money. And then one night, when he's fast asleep, I'll sneak in and I'll drug him. I'll slip the duvet off his foie gras and expensive wine-filled body, slip off his boxers.
Yeah! This isn't going to end well.
I'll probably stare for a minute at the stinking, shriveled giblets that once pleasured me. And then I'll take a length of steel wire and I'll wrap it around his meagre testicles. I bet you're wondering what I'll do with the wire next, aren't you?
I'm wondering so many things right now, Caroline.
Well, this wire will be long enough to lead out of the window. Long enough to say, reach my car. And long enough to coil in the driveway because I want to be able to pick up some speed before those jelly babies get ripped from his treacherous, deceiving body. And then I'll just drive through the night, dragging his balls behind me like tin cans on a wedding car. And then I'll be the one smiling. I'll be the one laughing.
Well, don't be shy, love. You could open up in here.
I'm sorry, I just really hate my husband.
Thank you for sharing your story with us, Caroline. I can see this treachery by your husband has left you feeling angry and upset.
Oh, she's good, isn't she?
I presume the police are involved.
they're still looking for him.
Oh, the police are useless, dear. Useless, aren't they, Mark?
Useless.
Well, he's probably in the Caribbean or the Maldives or somewhere like that.
Your situation is similar to Mark and Julie's, where you've both lost money through events that are out of your control.
She's out of control.
So the blame isn't with you, which is fine, but you must understand we are all responsible for our own actions, and it's how you respond to this terrible event that defines you as a person.
So you're saying she shouldn't tear her husband's testicles from his body with a wire attached to a speeding car if ever the opportunity arose?
Yeah, I'd recommend against that for a number of reasons, Peter. Let the police handle your husband. You need to start handling your life and your daughter's life. That's what's important. Look, you've each been given something. Money. And it's supposed to make your life easier. But now it's gone, all that's left is a sense of worthlessness, loneliness, guilt and regret. Some of you have been ostracised by family and friends, and the what-ifs bombard you each day as you relive decisions that sent you down a wrong path. Life's a struggle, and it's difficult. It's possibly more difficult than ever before.
Well, I feel a lot better now, thanks God.
No, this is good. This is part of your healing process. What have I been driving home each week?
That proper sick murk outside.
That you need to accept what's happened, regardless of whether you're to blame or not. Let me repeat. You are responsible for your own actions. You're responsible for how you respond to these terrible events. And only you are responsible for getting your lives back on track. Okay, that's it for this week, everyone. Has anybody got any questions or anything they'd like to say? No? Okay. Good work this week, everyone. Stay positive. And remember, money does not buy you happiness. You create it. Really nice to meet you, Karen.
And you.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah, see ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, sorry, Peter, I've only got 20. Have you got change?
You're not going to get any change.
Bloody hell! No, not another one.
Are you certain about this one, Boyle?
It popped into my head and it will not freaking go. 37.
I was thinking about myself the other day, wasn't it, Mark?
You didn't say anything.
Well, it was.
That's it then. All 6 numbers for another line.
Listen, how much is that now?
Christopher.
£20 each.
Getting a bit fucking steep, this year.
Well, you don't have to take part. More for us when we
You
win.
don't have to take part. You're taking a piss, in ya? I'm like a smackhead watching you all shoot up.
Excuse me.
Ah, that's silly. Look. Would you like to join our syndicate?
Syndicate? For the lottery? But I thought you said you didn't play anymore.
Ah, look at her. All fresh-faced and innocent. Dr. Price doesn't have to know everything, does she?
But I thought she said that the healing process required openness and honesty.
She's lying. You really think she cares about us? She turns up once a week, does her bit, and buggers off.
Well, what about money doesn't buy happiness?
That's easy for her to say.
Did you see the brand new murk outside?
Did you see her shoes? Labouton.
Her husband's a plastic surgeon.
Did you see her breasts?
Yeah.
She's had a tuck and Botox too, and she won't even have to pay for any of that.
They're fucking minty.
It's not right her coming here preaching all that money can't buy happiness nonsense, when she's flashing it in our faces. Can you believe Camelot are actually paying her to come here? Quite literally, money to money. It makes no sense. I've paid my dues in this life.
Peter, we know
I
you're an old
should be
man.
able to just...
Put your feet up, yeah.
I haven't eaten.
Got them to go, we know.
Done everything I set out to do.
He's changed it.
Peter, what is it that you want to do?
Come on, Peter. You know the healing process requires openness and honesty.
But I thought that...
I'm not like you young guns. Will your fast drugs, addictive cars and footballing prostitutes? The only drugs I take are bloody beta blockers for my heart. My bus pass is my Ferrari. And as for women, I can't remember the last time I felt a good woman.
Don't make me fucking puke.
You know what's important at my age? Home. I've lived at 37 Acorn Avenue for nearly 25 years, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
So, why are you still playing the lottery? Why do you want millions?
Because I'm bloody old them!
Calm down, old man. Think of your cocky heart.
Dicky heart.
Cock, dick, what's the difference?
I get it now. I understand. Peter's a pissed off war vet who thinks the country owes him something for putting his life on the line during World War II.
I was 10 years old.
Korean War, Falklands.
Suez crisis, Mau Mau uprising, Dhofar rebellion.
You put them up.
I wasn't in any bloody war. Not in the strictest sense of the word, anyway. Will you stop prying, please? Just leave me alone and give me your bloody money.
All right, chill out, old man. Think of your penis heart.
Will you be joining us, love?
I can't help but think, Dr. Price is right, we shouldn't play anymore.
Typical newbie. Look, we've been coming to these sessions for months, listening to a copy and paste from Wikipedia wisdom. Bollocks. Look, none of us feel any better.
Why is that?
There's only one thing to make us feel better.
A piece of litter?
Fuck that. Look, it's last week's draw. There's 3 numbers on there. It's all I've got on me at the moment. I'm proper skint at the moment, I'm sorry.
Christopher, are you playing away from home?
What? It was just a flutter. Fuck's sake. I was just, look, I'm sorry, alright? I was in the shop, the ticket machine was there, it was right fucking there. I'm sharing with you, and I'm sorry. Don't tell me none of you been tempted. I bet you're all doing it.
I haven't done anything of the sort.
Jules.
Where are you going?
I'll see you all next week.
Think about your husband, love. With your money. On some tropical beach somewhere.
Dare I say, being oiled down by some surgically enhanced glamour models?
No! No, he's right. Money attracts pussy. Everyone knows it.
Chris, do you have to be so blunt? Caroline doesn't want to hear about the fact that she's personally paying for her husband's non-stop, hedonistic, drug-fueled orgies.
Neil!
Dare I say, with the surgically enhanced glamour model?
Police are useless, dear, aren't they, Mark?
Useless.
Caroline, you will never see a penny of that money again.
Well, don't you think I've thought about this? My husband's with other women living the life of Riley. Did you not hear the Steel Wire fantasy?
Fucking felt it.
What were you going to do with your winnings, Caroline?
I don't know.
Build a mansion.
Going around the world cruise?
Buy an airplane?
Go into space.
I don't know.
Oh, of course you do. We've all had that mundane conversation. Friday night, down the pub, everyone's pissed off with work. Someone mentions it's a rollover. Now, last week, it was only 20 million. Didn't really fancy it. This week, it's 40, so I might just have a dabble. And then some idiot pipes up with that old chestnut. What would you do if you won the lottery? And everyone smiles at both their ears as their wildest fantasies start flushing their stuck-in-her-up brains. I'd have a zoo in my back garden.
Oh, I would love that, wouldn't I, Mark?
I'd build a go-kart track around the house.
Fucking yes.
I'd waltz into work in my pyjamas, take a shit on my boss's desk, wipe my ass with a 50 and stick it to a framed photo of him holding a golf trophy. Oh, he was a prick of the eye still.
I'd buy a house.
Yeah?
What kind of a house?
Edwardian. A big, beautiful Edwardian house with a swimming pool.
Oh, you didn't get many of them in them days.
I'd have one built.
That a girl.
And a walk-in wardrobe, just for shoes. Because I love shoes.
Louboutin, love.
All of them. Gucci, Jimmy Choo, they'd have to build an extension on the house just for my shoes. And Ellie would have a nursery with all of the toys she could ever want, and there'd be a gym downstairs with a personal trainer that comes in 3 times a week.
Handsome.
Gorgeous. And there'd be groundskeepers, keeping the place looking immaculate, and I'd throw garden parties. Only the best champagne and caviar for my friends. And then I'd invite famous bands to come and entertain them. It'd be epic, my garden parties.
That sounds like a great life.
You can still have that life, dear. It's never too late.
We'll even give you the first line for free.
Bollocks, we will! That'll mess the whole thing up!
Welcome to Saturday's Lotto Draw. Tonight's jackpot is an estimated £10.4 million. Let's start the draw. 37. 40. 35. 20. 33. 29. And the bonus ball, 5. Those numbers again in ascending order. 20, 29, 33, 35, 37, 40, and the bonus ball, 5.
Down, but then the owner of the house just kept gawping out of the window all the time, so let's try and find somewhere else. Oh, listen to me, I am babbling. Oh, God! Oh, I'm so excited! I'd forgotten how good this felt. Where's Peter?
In there.
In here? Peter! Oh, Jesus, Mary, oh, God. Oh, Christ. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Mary. Mother. Joseph. Is he...
Having a snooze? No.
No. I mean, is he...
Meditating? I don't think so.
Christopher!
He's fucking dead, all
No!
right?
God! Oh, God, oh, Para mercy. You have made death itself the gateway to eternal life. Look with love in our dying brother, and wake him home with your son and his suffering and death, and that seal with the blood of Christ he may come before you free from sin. Where's the ticket?
Not here.
Oh, Lord. You killed him. You fucking what? You came here demanding the ticket, and when he wouldn't give it to you, you throttled him in his own study and then ransacked the place looking for us.
Hey, hang on a minute.
What happened to the front door?
Mark, grab him. He's murdered Peter.
What the fuck are you talking
He's got our ticket.
Didn't think it was this strong, eh, lad? Police training, that is.
Oh, what? Community support officer.
Still the police. Right. If you don't want your face looking like the passenger door that Alfred Mail that blocked me in last week, you better start.
Oh!
Talk.
Mark, it was a Fiesta, wasn't it? I thought you just left a note.
Get the fuck off me, you fat twat. I can't fucking breathe.
Talk.
Look, he was dead when I got here, alright? I didn't kill anyone.
Mark, Peter is in there, dead.
Yeah, I didn't kill him.
Yes, you did. And then you ransacked the house.
Right.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh!
No, I turned the place over looking for the ticket, yeah, but it's gone. I didn't fucking kill no one.
Don't you move, lad. Don't you move. Right? Where is it? Where's that bloody ticket? If you don't stop... Hey, bloody hell, love. You'll take us both out with that. Get the poker or something. Right. Come on.
What are you doing? Get off me. Get off. Oh. Look,
What's this?
Oh, that's just Basil.
Put that on the
Gonna do some
table.
cooking later.
Put that on the table there, look. That can be our evidence.
Fuck, now you're
table.
stealing from me.
And what's this?
That's the salt. Look, I haven't got the fucking ticket.
Are you going to tell me what's going on here or what?
If you get off me, I'll tell you.
Are you going to talk?
Get off me.
Are you?
Get the fuck off me!
Right, no funny moves, lad. Cover him, love.
Oh. Look, he was dead when I got here, alright?
Oh, yeah, when was that?
About half hour ago.
Right. So, you arrived at their house at 0800 hours.
Oh, Mark, that should read 2000 hours. 0800 is 8 o'clock in the morning.
What happened to the front door?
Well, there was no answer.
So you kicked it in?
Well, he's got a ticket for 10 million quid and there was no answer.
Oh, such a lovely door as well.
Well, he can buy a new one.
Not when he's as stiff as a board.
Look, I need straight answers.
Yes, I'll kick the door in.
Mark, the body.
Ah, yes, thank you, Lieutenant. Love. Lieutenant Love. It's a nickname. This is no laughing matter, son.
This is fucking awful, mate. Look, I was banging on the door for like 5 minutes, there was no answer. Now, when someone beyond the door's got your ticket for 10 million quid and they're not answering, I don't know, I think it's natural to get a bit of a twitchy bum.
Twitchy what?
5 minutes. Slow down.
So I put my foot through the door and I found him face down in there. I didn't dare touch the old bastard.
Christopher, do not speak ill of the dead.
Well, I've seen what the old Bill can do with DNA and shit. Bet there's a broken dildo, them lot, and they'd pin anything on someone like me given half the chance. They'd love to get around to my
Twitchy bum.
stash. So I started thinking someone's robbed our fucking ticket, so I started searching the gaff, and then you turned up, fucking jumping up and down like a
Broken dildo.
mad woman. And then you, fucking manhandling on the sofa like a...
Proper bender.
Yeah, I never said that.
You were going to though, weren't you?
No, I was going to say fucking nonce. Look, I didn't kill anyone, alright?
Covered in blood.
Mark, do not touch the body.
Remember, love, I was in that grubby house full of cats. One of them was dead. I know how this works.
Christopher, I believe you. I know you're not a bad person. You can't smoke that in here.
Well, it's not like Peter gives a shit, is it?
Well, I do. How about you start being a bit considerate of others, mister?
Fine, I'll smoke it outside.
Where are you going?
Smoking this. Look, I haven't got the ticket and I didn't kill the old sod.
Oh, Christopher.
I'm not going to go anywhere, am I? You've got my fucking gear.
Oh, and £10 million wouldn't replace your tiny loss 1,000,000 times over. Give us your tennis shoes as collateral so you can't run away. And your watch.
So you can't tell the time.
What?
And we'll have that spliff too.
I'm going outside to smoke it, that's the whole point.
Well, what's that ring?
Oh, it's just a ring.
Well, we'll have that too.
I'm giving you a watch, and I. Can I go now, or do you want my Prince Albert too?
Love.
Prince Albert.
Love, I've
Who
just...
carries a figurine of Prince Albert around?
Love, I've just sneezed on him.
What?
While I was in there, you know, like bending down, analysing, examining the body. Oh, God.
Mark.
Jesus.
Mark!
It wasn't a dry sneeze either, love. I think there was some flotsam and jetsam in there.
And jetsam! Okay, look. There's probably some spare trousers upstairs. Just take those ones off and put them in here.
I haven't soiled myself, love.
You said and jetsam!
Since when did jetsam mean? Look, there's a dead body in there with my DNA-filled mucus dripping all down the back of its neck. I'm a suspect now.
Oh, baby wipes isn't going to do it, Mark. Oh, what about, let me see. Oh, where is it? Oh, yes, no, not hand sanitizer, no. Oh, I know. Nail polish, no, not nail polish remover. Hang on, what about bleach?
You carry bleach in your handbag, love?
No, oh, there's probably some in the kitchen. Look, I'll go and have a look. Oh.
Hello? Peter? Hello? Peter? Peter?
That's not what it looks like! Listen, please, shut up! Be quiet, be quiet! Be quiet!
What's with all the fucking... Oh! I fucking knew it! You're picking us off one by one, you're taking the money for yourselves!
Bloody Jesus Christ! Steady on now, lad. This is just a simple misunderstanding.
Oh, Mark, why didn't you check the back of his pants?
I did!
No, you checked his pockets, but not the waistband. They all do that on TV, Mark. They all do.
All right,
Yeah, come here, come here.
Christopher, where on earth did you get a gun from?
Same place I get this, of course.
I didn't know you could get high off salt.
I think that's something a bit more potent, love.
It's not MSG, is it? Oh my God, that stuff's addictive.
Oi! Listen! I sneezed on him, right? I sneezed on Peter. What? You know, I was just trying to clean him up. And what with you mentioning DNA and everything before, that's all.
Why the fuck did you sneeze on him?
Well, not on purpose. I think there was some...
Flotsam and jetsam.
And Jetson!
Oh, snot! Just snot, okay?
Time up. Those chairs there. Use the phone cable.
Christopher, that's barbaric. What do you take me for?
Do you want your share of 10 million quid or not?
These chairs here.
You can't tie us up. This is barbaric.
You want to break the law, lad? You're breaking it right now.
Well, it's the first time for everything, innit? At least I ain't murdered no one, no.
We didn't murder no one. Anyone.
Sit!
This is ludicrous. We're decent human beings. My wife goes to church.
He's right, I do. And my husband is just the sweetest.
Well, thanks, love.
So sweet, he tried to kill me.
We were trying to shut you up. The walls of these terraced houses are paper thin. Anyone could walk through that door at any moment.
I'm so sorry about this. Truly I am. I know that you didn't kill him.
We didn't dare
do that.
How do you know we didn't?
Well, you just seem like two lovely people to me.
We are, dear.
Well, they're the ones you suspect first.
Well, you don't get very many married killers.
You don't, dear.
Rose and Fred West, notorious killers.
You be quiet! I'm tired, dear.
He's got a gun and he's high on cocaine. We'll think of something. It'll be okay. Just play along.
Right, I blocked the door up, so that should, What do you do?
I'm calling the police.
Whoa, no, put that fucking phone down now.
Christopher, there's a dead body in there and these two killed him.
We didn't kill no one.
Anyone?
All right, firstly, I'm packing an illegal firearm, a bag of coke, several grams of weed, and a tub of pills, plus the old bill hate my fucking guts. Secondly, we ain't getting them involved until that ticket is out on that table for us all to see. Because you know what they'll do? They'll shut this whole house down, have forensics mincing around, and any of those fuckers finds a ticket worth 10 million quid, you think they're going to hand it in?
You get a very handsome pension, at least.
That's true. Yeah, not 10 mil handsome. And thirdly... You know what, you stop fucking doing it, alright?
And thirdly, my snot is running all the way down the back of Peter's rotten head.
Mark, he's not rotten, not yet. It takes a lot longer for a body to decompose. You should know that.
Are you sure you're not writing thrillers?
I've read a few books.
How did you kill him?
We didn't kill no one.
Anyone!
You listen to what I'm saying. That lad there, he was in here when we came, right? He was ransacking the place. I interviewed him. The notes are on the table there. I used to be in the police, you see. I was a community police officer. I know how these things work. And that's why you need me more than you need that scumbag with a gun.
Have you been here since 8 this morning?
8 in the evening. In the evening!
20 hours, that's supposed to say.
Fuck this! Where's the ticket?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, I don't know where the bloody ticket is!
Well, you better tell me she's fucking getting it.
You don't know where the ticket is!
Alright, well, if none of you are going to speak, this silly ass will fucking go.
Oh, my God.
We don't know where the ticket is?
Chris, let's think about this logically. If they killed Peter and took the ticket...
We don't know where the bloody ticket is.
If they killed Peter and they took the ticket, why would they come back?
Yes, she's right. She's right.
I think it's pretty obvious who the real culprit in all of this is.
That sneaky fucking... Where is it?
What the?
I think it's pretty obvious who the culprit in all of this really is.
Sneaky fucking... What the... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? You better start talking. I'm going to bury one of these seeds in your plant pot fucking head.
Is this like one of those murder mystery type things? I'll kill that old git. I told him not to make a fuss. Is he brilliant? Peter! Oi! Come on! Wakey, wakey! Oh, fine. Lay there all night for all I care. You could have just bought me a cake. Or something. So now then, how do I play along with this?
It's your birthday, dear.
This isn't a fucking game. And where is it?
Chris, laughing. It's his birthday.
Happy fucking birthday. Now tell me where it is or I'll blow your fucking candle out.
Blow my candle out. Who wrote this thing? Look. You are not half bad, to be fair. I'll give you that. Can I at least get a drink first? Actually. I'll crack open that 30-year-old single malt he's been saving. Okay, he's taking it pretty seriously.
And so should you, lad. This isn't a game, Neil.
Then why is he shoving a stage prop in my face?
Stage prop?
Stage prop!
There's a plug in the end of the barrel.
You little prick! You scared us half to death.
How dare you treat us like this? What are we, animals?
You killed him, all right? I'd only use it as leverage.
What are you talking about? Kill who?
What do you fucking think?
Peter? Peter?
Oh, yeah, you're paying attention! We didn't know you were so close, love.
You weren't? Not really. My sponsor, I'd come round once a week, I'd do his shopping, things like that. He gave me his back door key. These sessions, they never really helped me when I lost everything. But he did. I had nothing to live for before I met him. Now
you have.
Peter's spirit has gone to a better place, dear.
We're millionaires again.
He had stories and wisdom. He made me realise there is more to life than... What? Millionaires. Again? Again? Did I hear that right?
Did you not see the draw?
Our numbers have come up, lad.
And why the fuck do you think we're all here? Your birthday? Bollocks to that, mate.
The grieving process is very important, Neil. It's okay to be upset.
Where's the ticket?
Can't find it.
Well, it's got to be somewhere. He never missed a week.
Search the old gaff, I can't find shit.
The grieving process is very important, Neil. More so now you've grown to respect the man.
Has someone searched the corpse?
You can't touch the body, you'll spoil the evidence.
What evidence?
The evidence to say who killed him.
He was killed?
Well, surely the evidence will determine that.
Yes, that's right. She's right. This is an asset for the police.
What about your mucus on the back of his head, Mark?
What's that, folks?
You should have called the police the moment you stepped into this house.
Coke, pills, weed, handgun.
Fake handgun.
Can still get arrested for it, handgun.
And you, a doctor.
A nurse.
Nurse!
A trainee nurse.
Well then.
You can tell us how he died.
I'm a trainee nurse, not a crime scene investigator.
Go on then. Just thinking this is your training.
I wouldn't put it past the NHS.
What on earth are you doing?
Well, I didn't kill him, so I ain't getting arrested.
You can still get arrested for perverting the course of justice.
Well, then we're all fucked.
Only if he was murdered.
Can you turn him over or something?
Oh, come on.
Fuck off!
Ketchup.
There's a bacon butty on the side.
You're right. Careful. You'll probably be in the restaurant by now.
Now your saliva's all over that sandwich.
Oh, bloody Christ.
And those handprints around his neck.
Oh, yeah, they'll fade in a minute. Well, I realised it was easy to drag him out by the rug. Well, he's dead, he didn't feel shit.
And is that foam around his mouth?
Oh.
I said I'd show your food!
Sorry, love. It's not in there. I've checked his pockets.
Well, without the right equipment, it's hard to say, but taking into account the medication he was on, I would say that Peter's heart finally gave up the ghost.
So, the ticket.
What was it he said? The hiding place.
Oh, yes, not too high, not too low, in a dark place where fingers don't go.
He wouldn't, would he?
dirty fuck.
It's disgusting.
You've got to hand the tickets in when your bunny knows that.
I think he would have put it in something, like a plastic tube or something. We get lots of people in the hospital with things stuck up there. No. No!
Just think of it as a prostate examination.
Oh, important those, aren't they, love?
Oh, don't start.
Look, you're the most qualified of us here to be examining a stranger's arsehole. It's ridiculous.
Fuck off, Bender.
I've never heard of such a thing as rigor mortis. After death, the muscles stiffen, and that includes sphincters.
Sphincter.
Your mouth's a sphincter.
What, you said I'll chat shit?
It's a ring of muscle, all right? Nah. Look, so what you're basically saying is he has... Shut up, Sean.
I would need a pneumatic drill to get in there.
Bloody hell, love. She doesn't want to spit roasting. Oh, the poor sod. Buggered by his own poker in his own home.
Fuck that. I ain't watching this.
Tell us when it's over.
I'm not doing this on my own!
You're the doctor.
Nurse.
Trainee nurse. Alright then. If I'm doing this, then I want 25% of the prize money, not 20. No, forget it.
No, you stick to your guns, love. If I was shoving a spear up some dead guy's arsehole, I'd want a bigger cut too.
Mark, how much is 25%?
Well, the pot is 10 million, give or take, with only one winner. So that's, well, it's 2 million each. So Caroline wants 2.5.
Forget it.
2 million each. Why do you two get 2 million each?
Because there's 5 of us.
But you only paid one share. 16 quid between you.
Oh yeah, good fucking spot, Bender.
That's not fair, there's 2 of us.
It's very fair. I paid 16, Caroline did, Chris did, Peter did. But he's dead now, so he's out of it. You two did. Together, as a unit. So you should only get a relational percentage of the cut. Meaning, we all get 2.5 million each. So Caroline, yes, you can have 25%.
30! No, 25 is fine.
We've been paying Peter from the start. Hundreds of pounds, I'd say, so far.
Much more than that, Mark.
Well, not much more, love.
Oh yes, and how come she can just waltz in here and win the money on our first go? We should get a percentage due to how long we've been a part of this syndicate.
Well, who's to say... No.
Who's to say what?
Who's to say, you would have won us all if I hadn't come to the session?
Bollocks!
I don't know about that.
Rubbish.
It was the last line that won, wasn't it? And he added the last number. There's such a thing as the butterfly effect.
We know what the butterfly effect is, dear.
Well, who's to say that my coming to the session didn't jog Neil's memory of something which led him on to remembering the number 37?
Oh, bloody hell, love, you could say that about anything. I popped a hemorrhoid that morning, maybe that had the hand in his...
Are you still using the cream?
She's made a good point. I picked the last number. And I'm pretty sure I picked at least 2 or 3 of the others, so maybe we should get a cut based on that.
What?
No,
We
no,
fine then.
no,
I definitely picked one number for that line, so I'm owed something.
The only number you picked for the line is your coke dealers.
Very good, Mark.
Thank you, love. Anyway, you haven't even paid for this week's.
I have.
With a lottery ticket, yes.
Yeah, with 3 fucking numbers on it.
Who's to say it had 3 numbers on it? Who's to say it was even valid? Or that you hadn't already cashed it in?
I hadn't. I'm not a fucking liar.
Oh, aren't you Mr. Stage Prop?
I never said it was real. Anyway, the ticket I give Peter was worth more than the 16 quid I actually owed him. So technically, I should get an even bigger cut. Yeah, that makes sense.
No. If you can find the ticket and prove it was valid, we'll give you a bigger cut.
What?
No, do you think he's telling the truth?
Well, what if he's already cashed it in?
That makes things a tiny bit more difficult to trace, doesn't it? Where's his wallet?
Right, fine.
Excuse me.
How much is it for 3 numbers here? £25?
Right then, if there's exactly 25 quid in his wallet, Chris, that's a start, but it doesn't prove it.
Excuse me.
All right, well, I'll go to the shop where I bought the ticket, I'll get him to check the system. And I'll see if Peter cashed it in, and I'll get the CCTV of him rubbing his belly with 25 quid and shoving your fucking faces.
Christopher!
Hey! While you're looking, can you try and find that ticket worth 10 million quid? Because without that, there's no cut for any of us. So am I shoving this poker up Peter's arse or not?
25%.
We should each get a quarter.
There's 5 of us.
You only paid one share! And you're married! And old! What could you possibly do with all that money anyway?
Wait a minute! Old!
How dare you?
Firstly, what we do with our winnings is none of your business.
Can I just say, I am only the sprightly age of 53. People often mistake me for a woman in her 40s.
Blind fuckers.
And secondly, just because your husband run off and left you in the lurch doesn't give you any more entitlement to the money than the rest of us.
Well, I'm not drilling for oil.
Mark, please, take him.
I'm not touching him, love.
Mark!
Yes, love.
What are you doing?
What we should have done earlier.
Oh, fucking hell.
Now, steady on. How are we going to explain all this?
Mark, get the bleach.
Yes. Hello. I'd like a pepperoni pizza, please. Does anybody want anything?
You're ordering food.
Yeah, a doner kebab.
Doner kebab, please.
There's a dead body through there, and all you're concerned about is eating?
I'll have a large plain pizza, please. Well, love, I'm hungry, and, we can't think and make decisions on an empty stomach.
A large margarita pizza, please. Is that it?
Do they do crab cakes? I'm in the mood for crab cakes.
No, but they do a lovely duck confit with baby carrots and shallots in a nice cranberry jus.
You can have some of my pizza, love.
A large bottle of Coke with that, please, as well. Yeah, that's it. Oh, no, wait. Caroline!
What?
You know what?
No, I don't.
Scumbag.
You what?
Said you're nothing but a scumbag.
Mark.
Well, it's true, look, don't defend him. If anyone doesn't deserve any of our winnings, it's him. It should be based on contribution to
I
society.
do contribute.
Is this yours?
Oh, well, give me that.
This is all Peter's stuff.
Christopher!
What? He's got a ticket for 10 million quid. Everything in this house is ours until that ticket's found. This fucking whole house is ours. Just worthless tat anyway.
You're despicable, lad.
Worthless. This, his wife made him for their first year anniversary, back in 1962. Worthless to you, maybe, but priceless to him. Do you even understand that concept? This is priceless.
Well, he's dead.
Nothing but a scumbag.
Oh, fuck you.
I don't even think he understands the concept of good and bad, do you?
You don't even know me, mate. Yeah, I might have done some bad shit before. I'm turning it around.
Oh, yeah. And how exactly are you going to turn it around?
Mark.
Well, I'll tell you how I think. No, how I know you'll be turning it around. You'll have a short but lucrative career in logistics, which will involve you peddling cocaine to the rest of the drug-addled scum on this planet. Then you get some poor girl up the duff, if you haven't had already, and then you'll have some kids who you'll treat like shit. And then they'll turn out just the same as you, and it'll go on ad infinitum. That's Latin, by the way. But you'd know that if you went to school, wouldn't you? Your dad ever give you the clip down here, though?
Mark, that's
Don't
enough.
You mention my dad, you cunt.
Bet he's not some bum, is he? Popping up some bar stool and some local dad.
What the fuck was that?
Okay. It's stuffy in here, okay, I know. Just go outside, get some air, and maybe lay off the blow, yeah?
What's got into you?
Don't know what you're defending him for. I've got a terrible headache, Wolf. Have you got any paracetamol? Has anyone checked in here for the ticket?
What happened?
We formed a lottery syndicate, that's what happened. You okay? You still there?
What are we going to do?
I don't care how much money's up his arse, I'm not excavating it. Where did you hide your ticket again? Oh, it's in your bra, wasn't it?
No. I don't know why I said that. I put it in one of my daughter's books, Little Mermaid. She's Disney crazy.
Cute.
You?
I did mine online. And if only that old cook did, we wouldn't be in this mess. Nah. Didn't even know how to work his microwave.
Oh dear. Did you help him out often?
Once a week, usually.
Well, that's a nice thing to do.
Oh. Old people are screwed nowadays. You get to a certain age and it's just like, piss off. They need our help. They deserve our help. They've been through all the shit we've been through and more.
You owned a care home, didn't you? I looked you up, sorry. I looked you all up. So, you didn't blow all your money in casinos then?
No, I did. I had the care home first, though. My granddad, my mum and dad live up in Scotland and they don't give a shit about him. Never have done. Family dispute, the usual. But me and him, we were close. And he was living in this place. It was alright. It was alright. But then I won the lottery. I said, I can get you into a luxury place, you know. But he didn't want it. He loved the staff, he loved the people, he loved everything about it. But it had problems, financially. So I went to the owner, I said, I can give you some investment. But it turns out he wanted to sell it. So I bought it. And we renamed it.
Walker Lodge, your surname.
And his. He died not long after I took over the place and I kind of went off the rails. I was embezzling money to pay for the... Ah! Enough of the sob story. Where's that poker?
Jim, do you really think that a man as old and frail as Peter would roll up a lottery ticket, stick it in a plastic tube and shove it up his backside?
Well, I didn't do it for him, if that's what you're saying. Yeah.
No, I'm saying that this is crazy.
Not too high, not too low. How high? How low? What scale are we dealing with? The Dubai Tower high? A snail's erection low? Jesus, Peter, why did you have to talk in so much cryptic bollocks? He loved all that stuff. Crosswords, Sudoku, puzzles.
Let's think about it logically then. His house was his world, right? So high would be the roof and low would be the floor. So we're looking at somewhere in between. The ceiling?
The floorboards. Grab that poke.
Where's the bloody key, Peter? You haven't stuck that up your arse as well, have you?
Where is he?
Oh,
Where the fuck is he? Where the fuck is he?
Christopher, will you just... Christopher, come here! Oh, Christopher!
Where the fuck's he gone?
Christopher,
Where the fuck's he got
Christopher,
to?
he didn't mean what he said! Emotions are just high. Amongst other things.
You didn't even know my dad.
Oh, well, then there's no reason to be mad. It was just a redundant remark tossed into the ether.
What?
Look, what he said had no truth behind it. Your father's not a bum, is he?
He's dead.
Oh, well, there you go then. Mark was completely wrong about it, wasn't he? Oh, look, Peter. Chris, people die all the time, and look at poor Peter in there.
Well, you compare my dad to that old twat in there?
Of course not. I'm just saying it's the circle of life.
My dad was a hero.
What did he do?
He was in the army. He died in Afghanistan. He was wearing this at the time. It's a bit big, like.
You can get it resized.
I want to grow into it.
Christopher, your father may be gone from us, but he's still with us. He's up there. He's looking down, and he's very proud of you. Oh, Lord above.
2 knocks is a no, innit? You said he was proud of me. 1 knock for yes, 2 for no.
No. It's 1 knock for no and 2 for yes. Isn't that right?
No! No, it's not 2 knocks for yes and 1 for no. Or yes is 2 for yes. Or yes is 2 for no, 1 for yes. Oh, fucking hell, Dad, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, yeah? I'm sorry I fucked everything up. Forgive me, yeah? Well, what the fuck does that mean? What's free?
I don't know. This is unprecedented.
Loaf, you haven't got a hairpin.
Mark, this is truly momentous. We've done it. We have made contact with the other world. Oh.
What the bloody hell have you given her? Magic mushrooms, LSD. Love, you're in a nice place where everybody loves you. I love you. Sit down. I love you, and I promise we will not go to Glastonbury again. How dare you treat my wife's psyche like a bloody playground?
I'm not high, Mark. Listen. What's your father's name?
Andrew.
Andy or Andrew?
I don't know. Fucking Dad.
What's his surname?
Hodgkinson.
Mr. Hodgkinson. If you are up there, please give us a sign. Your father's leg!
Fucking hell! I don't ever remember him wearing loafers.
Are you having a laugh? It's them 2 upstairs.
Sorry, they were all right down there.
What are you doing?
Not too high, not too low, whatever the bollocks came next. We thought I might have stuffed the ticket in the floorboards. What's that?
Oh, it's just something from the car.
From the car, Mark? I've never seen that before.
It was in the boot.
Oh, right. Oh, I cleaned the boot out the other day.
It was under the rug, you know, where the spare tyre goes.
Yeah, I specifically cleaned out that area, Mark.
I better put it back.
What's in the box, Mark?
Nothing.
Nothing? Only new boxes have nothing in. That doesn't look like a new box. In fact, that looks very much like the box Peter used to keep on his bookshelf in his study.
Mark!
Get it open, get it open! Come on, come on!
Oh, what are you going to do with your winnings, Caroline?
Buy a new house, get out of that god-awful place I'm in now.
What's wrong with it?
Well, there's damp in the back bedroom and the kids are really noisy sometimes. And the boiler's on the plate. Sometimes we don't get any hot water at all.
Oh, you don't want to be living in a house like that with no hot water. That must be a nightmare for you.
I'm blasting off to the fucking moon, me!
Figuratively or narcotically?
I'm me for a fucking yeah! I need some sun. Look how pasty I am. People start thinking I've got AIDS or something.
Oh, a holiday would be good. We haven't had it very well these last few months, what with Mark losing his job and all that.
How have you been paying the mortgage?
Oh, we paid that off a long time ago, but I have had to stop collecting my wines, haven't I, love?
Oh, yes, the wine cellar hasn't had any new additions. And you know what? I've had to start washing my own hair. Barbara at the salon thinks I'm not talking to her.
I'm getting a car, me. It's the first thing I do. The second that cheque clears, I'll be in that forecourt in a jet black Aston Martin.
Oh.
Trade my old banger in.
What are you driving?
An Audi. 4 years old though, and it's got a few chips in the bonnet. Now you can't tell from a distance, but I know that.
Oh, that'd drive me crazy, wouldn't it?
Oh, Mac's terrible with things like that, Mr. OCD.
God, I'm the same. See that scratch there? Fucking 800 quid Rolex that it pisses me off every time I see it. Yes, where's the ticket? Where's the ticket? Where? Come on, letters.
Letters!
Mr. and Mrs. Powell, 27 Crescent Road, London.
Miss Ida Sims, Coventry.
Scotland.
What are you doing, lad?
Well, they might be fakes, innit? Perfect place to hide a lottery ticket.
What is it?
It's just a cheque for 20 grand.
£20,000.
What does the letter say?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not.
Well, I'm not reading it. It's none of our business.
For God's sake. Dear Mrs. Ambrose, I am sorry to hear that your church is suffering financially. I myself am a regular churchgoer, and while I do not have a religion, I go for the people, as I feel it is important to be part of a community. Please accept the enclosed cheque and keep me updated of any progress to your church. Yours faithfully, Peter Middleton.
Dear Henry, I'm sorry to hear of the loss of your wife. She was indeed a stunning woman. You two look so happy in the photo. I also lost my wife to cancer many years ago. Please accept the enclosed cheque as a donation to cancer research, and I hope you find happiness once again. Yours faithfully, Peter Middleton. And then there's a cheque for £5 grand.
Dear Mr. Shen, your water transport and purification system looks like an excellent idea. In the 80s, I spent a year in Africa teaching English and experienced firsthand the problems arising with the water shortage and the diseases it brought. Please accept the enclosed cheque as a donation to your startup company and keep me updated of progress with your hopefully life-saving invention. Yours faithfully, £10,000.
Begging letters. We got them after we won. We only read the first few because it just snowballed, didn't it, love? Hundreds of them we got. Straight in the bin.
I never went public with mine, but word spreads, you know. They were round knocking on my door, ringing me up, sending me letters.
I once had somebody asking me for 50 grand so that they could build a quarter-scale model of Hogwarts in their back garden.
I had some bloke offer me a night with his wife for £1 million. You know, like in that film. I saw a photo of her and I offered him a 50. Bloody accepted it. But it turned out he was a pimp.
We had one of a fellow who said he had a micro penis. He said he wanted enough money to make it into a normal sized penis. However you do that.
Did they post you that cheque, Chris?
I don't understand this. Why hasn't he posted them? This one's dated last year.
Maybe he lost the money before he got round to doing it.
And then this one's dated a month later. Why would you write all of these letters and then not, like, post them the day afterwards or something?
Well, maybe there was some problem with his account. A security issue that put a block on it. Or maybe he just wanted to go through all the correspondence before he sent the letters. There could be a million reasons.
Why are you defending him?
I'm not.
Oh, you are, mate.
You know how he lost his money, don't you?
No. Whatever, he's dead. But he didn't want to tell you because he thought he'd be ostracised by the group. But the reason he didn't send these letters was because he never had the money to begin with. He lost his ticket.
Bloody hell.
Mark!
Well, I'm sorry, love, but I think this calls for a bit of blasphemy.
There's never a moment for blasphemy.
How ironic. I mean, not being able to find this ticket and look at the situation we're in.
That's not irony.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
And you're sure he actually won the lottery? I mean, maybe he had that Munchausen syndrome, you know, where you fake something that's wrong with you to get attention.
But they had CCTV of him buying the ticket. The serial number matched that in the system. It all checked out, but Camelot would not pay up without the ticket. They give you a year to claim it. The day after that year ran out was the first day he came to group.
So he wrote all these cheques without knowing if he'd ever be able to post them.
Well, he didn't stop looking for the entire year. So you may feel bad about blowing your jackpot on drugs, or saving your scrounger of a son's life, or gambling away in casinos, or even having it stolen from you. But none of that is as bad as winning the damn thing and never seeing a penny of it.
We didn't see a penny of that. All right, we might have bought a few frivolities, but apart from that, we might as well have not won it at all.
Well, at least you had a choice. I had my money taken from right underneath my nose.
A choice? He's our bloody son. We didn't have a choice. I think this lad here probably had the best deal out of all of us.
What? What, you think it's a fucking fun life having a drug addiction?
And the women.
Yeah. Well. That was pretty good. But look at me now, I'm fucked tonight. I mean, I'm fucked now, but I'm fucked in life as well, and not in a good way.
I think we're all effed. And not in good ways.
I don't think you should belittle addiction. It's an illness.
An illness, dear?
Yes.
My sister died from leukemia a few years ago. That's an illness. Nobody was forcing you into those casinos, spending all your money.
You weren't even a millionaire anyway. 800 and odd grand. You want to try losing real money?
Yeah.
Try 3.25 million.
Try 6 million, mate.
Try 10 million. And look what you wanted to do with it. Oh, we're animals. Jeez. Pizza.
Pizzas.
And a doner kebab.
Has anyone got any money? I've only got a £5.
Oh, yes, I've got some change here. Now, what have we got? We've got £2, 10, 20, twopence, no. Oh!
Has anyone got any real money?
5, 15, 20.
I've only got 20.
I'll do. Come on, we're all millionaires. You'll get it back.
It's just that it's my daughter's dance class tomorrow, and this is
Oh, Caroline, you can build her a dance studio.
Thank you.
Oh, how's your head, Mark?
Oh, it's quite a lot better, actually. Need to have some paracetamol in the kitchen. Have you lost something?
I told him I'd drop by, and I would like to see him. After all, I am still... What are you all doing here?
Surprise! Hey!
It's not my birthday.
What?
Oh.
Really?
Are you sure?
I'm quite sure. My birthday's not for another 6 months.
We thought it was tonight.
Yes.
Who told you that?
Peter!
That's unusual. Why would you say that?
Oh, you know Peter, he's the crazy man.
Silly old fool.
Fucking idiot.
Far again.
Thank you for my 6-month birthday party.
We ain't got you nothing.
Oh.
We're skint, innit?
Where's Peter?
Nipped out. Get some ice. For our drinks.
Which he'll be making when he gets back.
We've ordered pizza too.
Pizzas.
And a doner kebab.
Party food, really. I mean, we should have brought them here before you arrived, but we were just busy.
Yeah, we were helping him with something.
Yeah.
He's lost something.
It's marbles.
Antique marbles. They're worth quite a few bob.
I must say, you're all acting really strange. Have you been drinking?
No.
No.
Have you taken anything else?
Drugs? Certainly not.
More hair, Doctor. It's very shiny. And soft, too. Very shiny and soft.
Mark, what are you doing?
Her hair, it's very shiny and soft.
Mark, what on earth's gotten into you?
Oh, Jules, your hair is lovely as well.
Oh, all right. Yes, all right, that's lovely, but...
Beautiful.
Oh, my God, your eyes. Oh, my God, you've taken something, Mark. Has he taken something? What has he taken? He's... Oh, God, he has taken something.
Sit him down.
Lovely, soft hair, shiny.
Sit down.
Lovely.
Watch out, you don't like the word sun don't shine.
Lovely.
Mark,
Yes. Lovely.
what have you taken?
Yes.
Look, all he's had is a bite of a bacon butty and some paracetamol. The paracetamol.
Beautiful.
In the kitchen.
I'll get them.
Oh.
Get some water while you're in there too. Mark, tell me how you're feeling.
Oh, much better. Much.
Mark.
That word. Much. Much.
Mark.
Much.
They're just paracetamol.
Well, you don't get many paracetamol with a Christmas tree on it. This is ecstasy.
Oh, well, I'm glad you feel so good about it. What about my husband?
Do you need the pill? It's called ecstasy. It's a recreational drug. He'll be fine. Just keep him hydrated. I take it these are yours.
Oh!
What are you doing putting your toy drugs in official medication containers?
Draft.
I didn't feel a draft. Are you kidding? It's freezing.
Cold, so cold.
Yeah.
There's a layer of sweat on your forehead.
Cold sweat.
Step aside, please, Neil.
Step aside.
Yeah, step aside.
Well, step aside which way? Left or right?
Doesn't matter.
Maybe not to you, but I take these things very seriously.
Left.
Left. Not right. Well, your left or my left?
Neil, do you know where I'm going to stick this if you don't move out of my way?
Oh! In his sphincter. His arsehole, not his mouth.
Well, while you're in there, see if you can find the lottery tickets. We tried to look in Peter's arse, but it's as tight as a drum. Because he's dead.
Yes, thanks again, Father. Take care. See you again.
Oh, lovely service. He was very good. A little light with the eulogy, but I would have preferred it to be a bit more personal.
You could only make it as personal as what we told him.
Well, I only met Peter the once, so I didn't really know what to say. I just said he was a very kind man.
Yeah, we said that too.
I said he was bald. He was a very bald man.
That explains his bizarre joke about turtleneck jumpers making him look like a roll-on deodorant.
So, what did you tell him then? Because you knew him better than the rest of us.
He never really talked about himself, and I never pried. I just figured he wanted to keep himself to himself.
So, what did you tell the priest?
told him he was a very kind man. Oh, what was I supposed to say? He's a shithouse for croaking before I had a chance to buy our ticket?
Yeah, I said that too. Not bed though, not shithouse.
When the only people who turn up to a funeral are the deceased's therapy group, you kind of get an idea the service will be rivaling Princess Diana.
That was a lovely service. Oh, no, they should have played Candle in the Wind today. Now, that would have been perfect.
Well, anything would have been better than Agadoo.
It was the only vinyl he had in the house.
Dr. Price know that there was going to be food?
Oh, yes, she is coming. She had to shoot off to see a patient, emergency, apparently.
What was that piece of shit she was driving?
I think it was a hire car.
The paparazzi, eh? No morals. Scum of the earth.
Oh, I think that's in their job description, isn't it? Proficient in being scum of the earth.
If they didn't get paid, they wouldn't do what they do.
Well, you could say that about any job, couldn't you? Hitman, porn star.
And you do both of those if I paid you?
Well, I think one of them sounds a lot more fun than the other. I mean, who wouldn't want to kill someone?
It's a question of ethics, though, isn't it? How far would you go for money? I mean, taking pictures of people at a funeral to sell to some red top, that's pretty low.
Disgusting.
So is having intercourse on camera for all to see.
I think killing somebody for money is a lot worse.
I'd do all those things. If the price was right, of course.
But Chris, we all thought you were such a well-rounded, compassionate and selfless human being.
You'd kill somebody for money.
That's basically what the army is, isn't it?
The army, lad. The army, that's not what the army is. The army's there to protect us. And not just our country, but the human race. There's ethics in the army.
Yeah, but I'm still getting paid, ain't I? If I get ordered to go in and kill a detergent or whatever...
Insane.
It's part of my job, isn't
An unfortunate byproduct of the job, but you're not specifically being paid to kill people. You're being paid to dedicate your time and effort to a service that, as Mark said, protects us.
What are your thoughts on killing in war, Julie?
How did we get into this?
Well, the 6th commandment says, thou shalt not murder.
But it was thou shalt not kill.
What are you trying to achieve here, mate?
Well, we're just having a discussion, aren't we? Our friend is dead. So let's talk about death.
I'd rather not.
Well, the original Hebrew word, ratzach, can be translated to either kill or murder, but it's more commonly read as murder. Well, because there may be times when you have an obligation to kill, for the greater good.
So if you kill someone, Chris, heaven will open up its doors.
Oh, you're one patronising git, you know that.
Of course I do.
Well, I've still got heaven anyway.
Well, you say you've done some bad things, there's still time, but there's still a chance for recompense.
What does that mean?
Atonement. Penance.
It means sort your shit out, you bastard. Of course, those paps wouldn't have been there if someone had blabbed to the press.
Well, why would any of us blab to the press?
I don't know. Maybe a little something called money! That's why we're all here, isn't it? The only reason any of us know each other. The only reason we're in this house right now. The only reason you nearly stuck a poker up Peter's dead ass. The only reason I put my foot through his floorboards. The only reason you two were tied to a chair and had a fake gun thrust in your face by that stupid prick over there.
What the fuck, mate?
I am not your mate. I'm no one's mate. I don't like any of you. And don't pretend to like each other. Do you really think if we'd won all that money, any of us would see each other again? We'd be off, living our lives the way we want to. We'd be happy. Not this. When we're together, we're only a constant reminder to each other of what pathetic lives we live.
Speak for yourself. I mean, true, when we were handed that cheque, we never imagined the downside to our situation, and our lives haven't exactly turned out how we envisaged them, but, well, things could be worse.
Yeah. You've got your health, your youth.
You've got everything going for you, lad. Except what's going on up here. That's your problem, Neil.
A policeman and a psychologist, aren't you just brimming with talent?
Oh, he's not psychoanalysing you, Neil.
What?
Nothing.
Go on, dear.
Never mind.
She said I'm not psychoanalyzing you, right? Because you know why? I don't have to. Because it's as plain as day.
Yeah. Maybe it's time for the sun to set.
What the fuck does that mean?
He wouldn't. Would he?
Oh, Mark.
What? Wouldn't what? Kill himself? Why the fuck would he kill himself?
I think Peter's death might have affected him more than he realises. Has he ever spoken about a grandfather that died? They were close.
So fucking what? My dad died in the army. You don't see me blubbing.
Some people hide it better than others, Chris. Why do you want to join the army?
Can't get a proper job. I'm still hungry.
Hasn't he acted like this before?
Well, he talks about death a lot, and he doesn't really smile that much. Mark's very good at this sort of thing. He'll sit him down and have a chat. Our son tried to commit suicide once. Oh, look at the time. Where's the remote? I do apologise. It's a force of habit. They haven't even got a ticket.
Oh no, me neither.
I'm not playing that shit anymore.
No.
You know, it might be cathartic to watch it, removed.
Yes, it couldn't it?
I quite like the music in it.
Yeah.
It's alright, like.
Yeah, me too. And we could show Peter how far we've come. Watch the draw, completely disconnected, ambivalent.
He would be very proud of us.
Tonight's jackpot is an estimated £2.1 million.
I wonder what poor sod will be winning that tonight.
In for shock, aren't they?
The old me would have thought that kind of money would have solved all of my problems. How naive.
Yeah, I was just looking at that amount of money. It makes me want to fucking puke.
And we're off and running. First one tonight is number 48. Good news if it's yours. Next up, the third number tonight is number 30, part of the winning lineup 3 Saturdays back. Fourth to be drawn tonight, number 1, drawn Wednesday before last. The fifth number to be drawn tonight, number 12. The sixth number to be drawn is for the jackpot, number 7. And finally, we need a bonus. We all do. And this weekend's bonus is number 25.
We did it.
We certainly did.
They changed the music, couldn't they?
I think they have, yeah.
Yeah, I like the old one.
Oh, I can't have the feeling 48 was going to turn up. I hadn't seen him for a few weeks.
48.
12 hasn't been on for a while either.
Oh, no, that's right, Christopher, that's right. 12.
No. 12 turned up at the end of last month, if I remember correctly.
No. 21 did, which is probably why you're getting the two of them mixed up, but 12, no. 12 hasn't been around for a while.
You know, if I'd put a line on tonight, I should have. I would have 12. That's a fucking rookie mistake, that is.
Isn't it?
And 48.
Oh, don't get me going on 48. How could anybody miss that?
I wouldn't have picked 7.
Oh, that was a surprise.
You don't often see the same number turn up 3 draws on the bounce.
Oh, bloody 7! Pardon my French.
No, it happens from time to time. You think you've got 2 numbers in the can, you're in for the big one, and then a 7 turns up. Forgive me. I'm just imagining how my old self would have reacted to that draw. A 48. My old self wouldn't have liked that. My old self would probably be angry, would probably stand, would probably pick up the closest thing to her that might smash. Because it's not just the 48, is it? Is it? It's the 12. It's the fucking 12! How could I mistake that for a 21, eh? I just thought that this time, with everything that my daughter and I have been through, this time
are the luckiest person in the world.
How am I lucky?
Because you have a little girl that loves you so much, and no amount of money can buy that. These are the times that you must treasure the most, because when they grow up and flee the nest.
Does anyone want the last cocktail sausage? Last chance.
Christopher! You said you hadn't had dinner since Peter's death!
Fuck it. Oh, we did. Oi! There's 50 quid in there!
What about the army?
Get out of my way.
Christopher! Don't you see? This stuff is destroying your life.
At least I've had a life. Not stuck in some bubble like you. I've done stuff. I've been places. I've taken drugs and shit. You're too scared to break a fucking nail.
Christopher, you need to stop all of this and clean up your act.
Who the fuck are you, my mum?
I'm your friend.
Didn't you hear that twat before? None of us actually likes each other. Oi. Oi! Oh no!
There! Now you can shut up.
Well, that was a fucking tenner's worth.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Caroline.
Okay. I think I'll just sit down. Actually, no, I think I'll stand.
You're okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay. In fact, I'm better okay. In fact, I'm good. In fact, holy shit, I feel great.
Stop rubbing it in, for fuck's sake.
Christopher, you have to stop all of this.
All this? All this isn't why I can't get in the army anyway. It's my record. A few years ago, I got scammed into taking part in some robbery. Some mates of mine, they asked me if I'd give them a lift to go and pick up some gear, so obviously I was like, yeah, fine. By the time they were legging it back to my car with holdalls full of jewellery, it was too fucking late, and I got 6 months inside for that. Anyway, the army won't take it unless your convictions are spent, and I've still got 5 years left on mine. So until that 5 years is up, I'd like to get off my face if you don't fucking mind.
Get off your face! That's a strange phrase, isn't it? Think about that for a minute. Why don't you want to stay on your face? What's wrong with your face? It's a good face, Christopher, a nice face. But you don't believe that. And that's why you want to take all of these mind-altering substances. Because the drugs give you the illusion that you're someone you're not. But that's all it is. It's just an illusion. It's not truth. And you'll only find happiness and self-fulfillment through truth. So stop yearning to be someone you're not and start being you. And who is that? It's just a young boy who loves his father so much that he only wanted him to be proud of him. Well, start making your dad proud. Give up this crap. You don't need drugs. Wow,
No. No, she's right. Cocaine is amazing. An amazing illusion.
That'll be them.
What do you mean they lack?
Things got a little bit heated, Doctor. I don't know whether you're aware of this, but we're not the most mentally stable of people at this junction in time. I don't think it was very sensible to leave us to fend for ourselves at a funeral reception. Not telling you how to do your job, but if this was an Amazon review, you'd be looking at 2 stars and a very tongue-in-cheek comment.
Sorry, I'm late.
No sign of Mark.
Neil's turned his phone off. What exactly did he say?
Something about going to put the sun out or something.
He implied he was going to kill himself.
Would he do that, Doctor? Is he a risk?
That would break client confidentiality.
I've called the police. They'll have a better chance of finding him than I will. That lad's got some serious issues. Oh, you're here, are you? It's a pity you weren't here 10 minutes earlier. You might have just saved his life.
Mark.
Well, it's true, love. She's meant to be our psychiatrist. She's meant to be here for us when we need her.
I told Neil I wanted to see him here, and he knows it's important. Look, personally, I don't think he's at risk.
Well, he might just prove you wrong.
Look, I am sorry I wasn't here earlier, but I've been trusted with distributing Peter's estate as he so wished, his will. And he's left each of you something.
Well, still doesn't excuse your... How much are we talking?
Cost or value? I'm not sure if you knew this about Peter, but he worked as a journalist for most of his life, 30 or so years. He's a very wise and travelled man, and he travelled all over the world, Japan, Canada, India, Oman. And then, when he retired, he still had the bug, so he began work as a private investigator. And a very good one he was too, working with some really high-profile names.
Who?
I can't say.
Tony Blair.
David Beckham.
The Queen.
Rolf Harris.
Who?
I can't say.
So, he was working with all these celebs. Why was he living in this shithole?
Because he liked the simple life. He liked to work, but above all, he liked to help people. And then Bill took over and he gave most of his money away.
Oh, great. So there's fuck all left for us.
Christopher.
Peter had files on each of you.
Files? What kind of files?
Past jobs, relationships, pet peeves, secret desires. He was really thorough.
You read them? Oh, I didn't mean to steal that tin of tuna. It was a mistake. I just put it into my bag instead of the basket, and I didn't realise until I got home. But I confessed my sin. I went back the following day,
Julie,
and I placed the money in a night till.
He didn't keep them here. He kept them somewhere hidden.
Let me guess. Not too high, not too low.
Well, he only refers to it in his will.
How could he have had a file on me? I only knew him for a couple of days.
Like I said, he was good.
Well, I must say, this is a side of Peter I'm finding a touch disappointing. Spying on us? That is just abhorrent human behaviour, that is.
What would you call your behaviour last Saturday evening?
Well, the Lord does say, forgive those who sin against you.
And your Heavenly Father will also forgive you.
Something like that.
Caroline, will you take a seat?
Whoa! It's just like the others. If she gets a bigger cheque than me, I'm going to be pissed off.
Dear Caroline, I know I haven't known you for very long, but I was very moved by the unfair predicament you and your daughter have found yourselves in. However, after digging up a little bit on your husband, Stephen, I can see why he left you. He was a total prick, pardon my French. It appears throughout your relationship he has managed to control you, manipulate you, and coerce you into feeding his arrogant and self-centred ways. He has had free rein and gone out whenever he wanted, just as long as you stayed home to clean, cook, and look after your daughter. I say your daughter, as in yours, Caroline, not his. It takes personal sacrifice to dedicate part of your life to a child, ensuring that they are given the love and attention that they deserve. I found no evidence that Stephen made such effort. In the envelope, you will find 2 first-class tickets to Disney World in Florida, all expenses paid. I understand you had booked a holiday last year for you and Ellie, but you cancelled it at the last minute, telling friends that Ellie was scared of flying. But that wasn't true, was it? You don't have to be frightened, Caroline. The world isn't a scary place. It's beautiful and full of life. Stephen has no hold over you anymore, so it's time to step up and take control for you and for Ellie. I know you can do it. Yours sincerely, Peter Middleton.
But there's a bit more there. P.S. Stephen is living in Bali. But has all but run out of money and is wanted by the local police for fraud. Below, you'll find the address of where he's hiding and the telephone number for the Balinese police. Take control, Caroline.
Excuse me, I have to make a phone call.
Christopher?
Fucking yeah! What the fuck?
What does on its head by a terrible event. Your father was a great man and worked tirelessly to serve our country and garner respect from not only his comrades, but the local people of the places he served in. The reports from Afghanistan said your father died in a gun battle against Al-Qaeda militants, which is true, but it's not the whole story. The truth is your father's company was ambushed by a militia group, but they managed to overpower their attackers, during which time they captured 4 militants, one of them a 16-year-old boy, no older than you at the time. However, with a few soldiers in his battalion known for being loose cannons, your father decided one night to free the young boy, making it look like he'd escaped. By morning, the boy had returned with another faction, and your father died in the ensuing battle. He was a brave man, your father, and talks about you every day to his squadron. I know that you want nothing more than to follow in his footsteps, so I have hired the service of one of the best solicitors in the country, who took one look at your criminal conviction and promised me she would overturn it. Unfortunately, these things take time, and as I write the necessary paperwork, it is still being passed from pillar to post, but I am confident of success and hope that my executor will confirm that upon receipt of this letter. Your appeal was successful, and your conviction overturned. And also, I've got you an interview set up with this man. Wesley. He's an Army careers advisor. It's nothing to worry about. He just wants to meet you, have an informal chat and find out who you are. And then, Christopher, you're on your way.
Cheers, yeah. Can I?
Dear Mark and Julie, family is important. Over the last 20 years, I have lost everybody I ever loved, leaving me with only memories to cherish. But cherish them I do, now more than ever in my ill health. Life truly is too short to hold a grudge. Your son was a foolish and irresponsible person. You gave him everything he ever wanted, and he repaid you with disrespect. But you know what? People can change. Just look at the photograph if you don't believe me.
That's your son with his wife Catherine and granddaughter Hope. They've built a wonderful life for themselves in Toronto, Canada, where Thomas has started his own catering business, which is thriving. I have left the rest of this gift in the capable hands of my executor and hope that the 5 years you've lost as a family will be forgotten by the next 30 you'll spend together.
That plane lands in 2 hours.
I'll mark your room as a tip. The spare room. All your fishing magazines. Oh, God.
We can tidy them, Loaf.
Yeah, but it's full of dust and we've got one poor little Hope's lungs choking on the stuff.
Look, we've got time.
Well, you better get a move on. A cab will come to your house in an hour so you can go meet them at the airport.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank Peter.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah.
Are they leaving? Oh, I better go too. I've got to pick up.
How did it go with your husband?
I dialed, thinking I'd finally got control over him, and then a funny thing happened. I felt more empowered just hanging up. Despite my outburst the other week, I'm not a vindictive person. He'll get his just desserts, and I couldn't care less how or when that happens. I'm not going to waste another minute thinking about it.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Have a great trip.
Bye, Chris.
Bye. Right. Is that an S or a 5?
It's an S.
Your writing's well similar to Peter's, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is. Look, do you know what? You get yourself home now and I'll tidy up in here.
All right, safe. Oh, thanks and that for, well, you know.
Take care of yourself, Christopher.
Cheers.
I know, I spoke to him. They've all gone then?
Home time.
Saw a scumbag on his way out. He said something about Peter leaving gifts in his will.
Yeah, he left gifts to some people.
So where's mine then?
Neil, they said you were talking like you wanted to end it all.
Nothing new there then, is there?
Take a seat.
Look, I'm not here for an impromptu session, okay? Just give me my gift and I'll piss off. I don't know, whatever he's giving me, I can sell it on eBay.
Peter didn't leave you anything.
He said he gave Caroline a trip to Disneyland.
She did?
He didn't even know her. Nobody knew her. All the things that I did for him. Shopping, cleaning, taking him to the doctors. He would have popped it a long time ago if it weren't for me. I kept him going, and this is how he repays me. Fuck this. You won't see me again.
Neil.
Why did you do that?
I was instructed to, I'm sorry.
You made me do that.
Didn't make you do anything. Say.
Dear Neil, I apologise for making you feel spurned just now, and to my executor for carrying out my particular deviant request. But there's a method to my madness. It's something that helped me a long, long time ago. A message I want to drive home to you. We are not owed anything in this life. When you do something for someone, you do it because you want to, not because you expect something in return. You may work a hard job, but don't expect a pay rise. You work the job because it's your choice to work that job. You may love someone, but don't expect them to love you back. Love isn't a deal. It's not a handshake. It's an intangible, organic part of life and can find you when you least expect it. I really want you to ponder this, Neil. You, and only you, are responsible for your own happiness. Don't expect it to be handed to you on a plate. The sooner you realise this, the sooner you can start making the choices in life that will put you onto the right path. The path that leads to the real you, the best you. I am eternally grateful for everything you have done for me in the short space of time we've known one another. So my gift to you is the thing that has meant the most to me in my declining years. My own. It's yours. There is, however, one stipulation. A last request, if you will. This house must be the... This house must be the new Walker Lodge. I have had the place surveyed and it's fit for 6 residents. That's 6 people with 6 very different lives, but will require the very best care and attention that I know you're capable of. Your heart is a good heart, Neil. It's not. It's not. Don't let it go to waste. Yours sincerely, Peter Middleton. What happened to your car?
Sold it. Gone for something a bit more economical.
Did Peter leave you anything in his will? Yeah.
See if you can find a dustpan and brush.